Hi, everyone. Welcome to your second half of November 2024 reading. Holy guacamole, I can't believe we're almost done with 2024. In a lot of ways, hallelujah. Yay. And in other ways, it's kind of like, but we are definitely on the precipice of something new. There's a lot going on. We'll talk about it, don't worry. But generally speaking, we got some stuff going on in the cosmos right now. Let me explain. So, as I'm recording this, we are just outside of the Taurus full moon. So, take a look back if you keep record or if you journal. Take a look back at the Taurus new moon, which would have happened probably in May. See what you were trying to manifest, where you are on your path to manifesting all of that stuff, and see where you are under this full moon. It's a great time to surrender if you're like, that's not exactly what I was going for. Maybe you changed your mind, or maybe you got what you were trying to manifest and you decided, okay, great, on to the next thing. Or, ooh, be careful what you wish for because I actually didn't want that. So it's a great time to go back to the drawing board, surrender anything, get rid of the blocks that might be keeping you from those manifestations. This is a general reading, so whatever fits for you, awesome. Don't try to shoehorn yourself into anything. If it doesn't fit, that's okay. But generally speaking, even if you weren't totally sure what you were looking to manifest back then, the full moon energy lasts for a while, so until the new moon. So you got a couple of weeks that you can continue surrendering anything that's standing in your way, find where Taurus is in your chart, what house it's in, all the layers of the onion that is astrology, and see where this is a good opportunity for you to surrender anything that has been blocking you or keeping you held back um, in the past, any stories that you've been telling, because we're still in Scorpio season for a few more days. So shadow work is awesome to do right now, especially combined with a full moon. So lots of releasing, letting go of anything, especially old stories that you've been telling yourself, anything from previous programming. Yes, it can go back to childhood, but it doesn't have to. It could be from 5 years ago. As Alice in Wonderland says, I can't go back to yesterday, for I was a different person then. And just letting it go so that you can step into this next chapter. And one of the main reasons you could be feeling that is because we are on the precipice. Two things. One, we are on the precipice of Sagittarius season, which is ruled by awesome Jupiter, the planet of luck, abundance, travel, all the good stuff, curiosity, learning new things. Think about the Sagittarians in your life. They're probably adventurous and life of the party. Saggies, I love you. You know I do. So taking that kind of energy, and it's perfect for the season of light that we're coming into in December. There are like 15 different holidays that happen across the globe in December. So it's a fabulous, fabulous time to embrace any kind of travel, even though Mercury will be going retrograde. I'll get to that in a moment. But I don't feel like this particular Mercury retrograde is going to feel so intense because we have Pluto on November 19th going into Aquarius for the next 20 years. Since 2008, Pluto has been in Capricorn, which Caps, I love you, you know I do. They're the workhorses of the zodiac. They like structure and stability and predictability. And this is the way things are. And this is what we're going to do. So Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. Scorpios, I love you. You know I do. And that is the death and rebirth, the phoenix. So things that need to be changed are it's about to go down. Because Aquarius is all about the collective, what's good for everybody, not just a small percentage, et cetera, et cetera. So we really are on the precipice. We're here for the age of Aquarius. It's what they've been singing about since the 60s and 70s. I'm very hopeful. I am optimistically, cautiously hopeful for this time. But what that means is Capricorn is an earth sign, very comfortable. And Aquarius is like, we're about to shake this up, because that's what Pluto does. It goes in and it shakes shit up. So here we go. It's about to go down. So that happens on the 19th. We move into Sagittarius season on the November 21st. And then we have wonderful, fabulous. Do you hear the sarcasm in my voice when it comes to Mercury retrograde on November 26th? Just in time for Thanksgiving in the US. Yay, as if our tables weren't already going to be a little bit tense. Here we go. So take a look at Mercury retrograde. This is an opportunity for you to take a look at the things that have been holding you back. So we're really into that energy. Things that have been holding you back, things that old stories, old narratives, old ways of being, let it go, especially with this full moon energy. The things, Taurus is a creature comfort. Taurians, I love you. They're not a bull in a china shop. They're the bull wearing a flower crown, laying out in the field, sunning themselves, chewing the hay. Like, we're good. I'll move if I have to. But ruled by Venus, much like Libra, ruled by Venus, and loves, it's the creature comfort. It's the creature comfort. Loves the things that make us feel good, because who doesn't, right? We love the things that make us feel good. Massages, mani-pedis, facials, exercise, comfort food, you name it. The things that make us happy. So I'm not saying you need to get rid of that. Don't. Definitely do the things that make you feel good, always. We have a very finite, short amount of time on this planet. Do the things that make you happy. Harm to none. All the good stuff. With Mercury retrograde, it's a fabulous time to review, rejuvenate, redo, like a do-over, all the re's. So I'll do a separate reading around that later, maybe next week, before I put out the December readings. But for now, what's important for you to know is that it's happening. On top of everything else that's going on, it's happening. And it's okay. We're going to make it through. We always do. It'll be great. So what I'm going to do is I've got the Light-Seer's Tarot. I've got lots of other Oracle decks around me here. We're going to take a look at what you can expect for the next half of November. Kind of like a game, making a game plan here. Reading the energy. Remember, this is always reading energy. Don't give your power away at all to any kind of reading. It's just like GPS. This is the route that it looks like we're going to go. At any point in time, you could turn left when you're supposed to, the GPS says to turn right, and we just take a different scenery. Don't worry. You're always going to get back to where you need to be. But you do have free will. So keep that in mind, knowing that this is just an energy reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't try to fit yourself into something. If I say career and it's love, if I say love and it's more not romantic, but familial or friendships, take the energy how it resonates for you. Okay. I do that myself, even with the big readers on YouTube that I follow and other spiritualists. And when I get my own personal readings. Okay. Just putting that out there. So let's dive in. All right, Gemini. Let's see what's going on for the second half of November. Remember that this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Watch your other placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus are the most common, but North Node, South Node, whatever makes you happy. Because the title sounded good, it played next. There's a message, don't worry. We have Observer number 49. Chaos and Conflict, number 33. Whew, all right. What is going on, Gemini? All that glitters. Taurus got that too. In the same place. So maybe check out that reading. Chaos and Conflict. This is 33 is a master number. We don't typically reduce master numbers. Anytime I mention numerology or zodiac signs, if it resonates for you, great. If you want to look it up, also great. Just go with the flow, Gemini. Don't overthink it. Okay, I love you. I do. You know I do. But you're prone to overthinking. So try not to overthink it. But with chaos and conflict here, it's kind of like there's a lot going on. I mean, yeah, of course there's a lot going on. But when isn't there a lot going on? How's that? But it feels like it's a little extra right now. And maybe there's something going on. Again, we're going to dig in. Maybe there's something going on around you and it doesn't necessarily directly involve you, but you're subjected to it because it's your partner or it's your job or it's in your family, whatever it is. The world is on fire. Sarah McLachlan, the world is on fire. Maybe look up those lyrics. Interesting. Anyway, with chaos and conflict, it's like there's just a whole bunch of like things aren't adding up. Wires are getting crossed. I mean, yeah, we've got Mercury retrograde coming up, of course. That always causes communication glitches, travel, all kinds of stuff. But it's like this polar opposite kind of feeling that's creating disorder. So kind of like these two opposing things that need to come together, but it's kind of like thunder and lightning. You can't have one without the other. And even though there's a lot of discourse, like there's purpose in it. Oh, this is interesting. But I feel like there's this huge like scattered kind of energy. Like I'm seeing like electrons. I'm not very sciencey, but I remember like air particles just kind of clashing off of each other. Someone who's sciencey, explain this to us in layman's term in the comments, please. But like along the lines of this storm energy, that's the tower card in tarot. So it's like the storm is coming or it's here, but it's needed. It's this whole like kind of energy, but it's also needed. Interesting. Okay. So from an observer role, and that's why I said it might not directly involve you. It could, of course it could, but it could be going on around you and therefore it's affecting you because of this observer card. So your guidance here is just to kind of step back and take the role of observer. Like there's really not anything that you're guided to specifically do, besides kind of step back and let the pieces fall where they may. There's a cute little fox here. Oh, back to the chaos and conflict. So it's a horse, but it looks like a giraffe and a zebra and like some other elements. So it's kind of like, what in the world is going on here? It's the meme of the cats. It's like you're the last cat of the day and you're just kind of whatever pieces are thrown together. It's kind of what that reminds me of. But in the observer card, there's this cute little fox. It's number 49. 4 and 9 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. And he's got his telescope and he's checking out the moon. So maybe looking up to the astrology. Okay. Looking up to the cosmos, looking at the astrology. So check out the astrology, how that's working for you right now. If you have a trusted astrologer, get in contact with them. If you don't, I have an amazing astrologer. I love her. I can get you in contact with her. Let me know. And then it's this energy of looking to the stars for guidance. Look up. Look up. But also taking a step back and just being in this observer role. Maybe you can offer a different perspective, some kind of objective opinion, because you are the neutral observer. Interesting. Kind of a diplomatic role here for you, Gemini. Hmm. Like there's all these points of view, and you're kind of hanging back and you're observing it, and you're bringing in this different perspective that might be the aha piece that's needed. Okay. Okay, Gemini. Okay. And all that glitters, like things aren't exactly as they seem at the surface level. We got to dive a little bit deeper. So it's like, what are you saying without saying it? So as you're in this observer role, maybe you're saying that to people. Maybe you're asking them, maybe you're hearing what isn't being said. Mhm. Okay. Sorry, needed a sip of water. Been talking for a while. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Three of Swords in reverse. Um, Taurus got that in the exact same position. Interesting how the readings are overlapping. The Star in reverse. Seven of Pentacles. The Sun. Page of Pentacles in reverse. One more. Ooh, can't. Oh, yes, I can. The Knight of Swords, but I'm not going to. Eight of Pentacles. The World in reverse. Okay. So there is Five of Cups on the bottom. Interesting. So let's break this down. With the Three of Swords in reverse, I really like that because that is the heartbreak card. And when we turn it in reverse, those swords fall out and the heart can begin to heal. With the Star in reverse, it's kind of like what you wished for or what someone was hoping for turned out differently. Let's just say that. Because the Star is the wishes granted card. So it's kind of like, yeah, it wasn't necessarily what I was hoping for, but we can work with it. It's kind of like the manifestations when they don't either be careful what you wish for, which that could definitely be an interpretation of the Star in reverse. Be careful what you wish for. Is this really what you want? Because it could cause some chaos and conflict. When really all you want is for your heart to heal. So being careful about how you're going about doing that, what you're trying to manifest. A couple different scenarios here. So take the one that resonates for you. With the Seven of Pentacles, that's about cultivating your garden. So it's this patience, this element. And Gemini, and I'm even trying not to talk very fast, but you're an air sign, so you're very fast energy. This Seven of Pentacles energy is like, hold up. We need to let the seeds, what's going on below the surface, it's kind of like all the glitters. What's going on below the surface, you can't necessarily see. All you can see is this cultivation. So you're evaluating. Seven of Pentacles is evaluating. Is this the right track? Is this the way that we want to go? Because if so, let's keep working on it. It's slow and steady progress. And we got to keep tending to the soil, keep watering the soil to make sure that it has all the nutrients so that this beautiful little bonsai tree here can grow. Or is it coming up and we don't necessarily like, ooh, those aren't the seeds I planted. Can I work with this or do I need to dig the whole thing up and start over? That's your call. But it's this cultivation energy, this patience kind of energy. With the Sun, it's the happy outcome. This is literally the happiest card in the deck. It's Leo energy. Star is Aquarius energy. So it's this happiness, like it's all working out. It's all working out. No matter what's going on with everything else, everything's always working out for me is a fantastic mantra. Should you choose to use it, feel free. Everything's always working out for me. I can see that this is working out for the highest, like stepping into this observer. I can see that this chaos, it kind of feels like, oh my gosh, everything's falling apart. But really, I know that it's all falling apart because it's coming together. It's working for me. This is a process, Seven of Pentacles. This is a process. And I choose to enjoy it no matter what. Woo, Gemini. Okay. With the Page of Pentacles in reverse here, it could be that this situation, you've learned everything, you've gotten everything out of it that you could possibly get out of it, and it's time to do something different. Because the definition of insanity is continuing to do the same thing, expecting a different result. And that's not what's happening. So this chaos comes in, this like tower, even though the tower card's not out here, it's the energy. It comes in to knock out anything that's stuck and stagnant and not working so that you can get to getting with what is working for you. The Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the deck. Knights are all about action. So he's literally running towards a motorcycle. It's not even a horse like it is in the other cards. It's a mechanical horse. It's like, let's go. It is go time. It is time to move very quickly in the direction of your dreams. And it's going to take some work because now we've got 7 to the 8 of Pentacles. And this 8 of Pentacles is about focus, determination, doing the work. I love that it's moon cycles. That's super fun. Maybe working with the moon, looking up at the moon. There's lots of moon energy. I'll pull from the moon oracle here in a moment. And the world in reverse, it's like we're not quite done here. I also see it as it's not the end of the world. It feels like things are falling apart because the way that, and this is the Pluto moving into Aquarius energy, the way that we've been doing things isn't working. It's not working anymore. It's not for the highest and greatest good. We need to step back, evaluate, regain our focus, really hone in, take off the masks, see that all that glitters is not necessarily gold, and moving into a new timeline. Whoa, Gemini, moving into a new timeline. Oh, okay. Okay. And with the grief card here, the 5 of Cups, it's like following that thread. It's kind of like I'm sad to leave it behind, but I know that what lies behind me is in the past and I can't go back there. I can't go back to yesterday for I was a different person then. Alice in Wonderland. It is this wonderful new opportunity that as soon as you're done mourning the 3 cups that are spilled, the other 2 cups, the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups is the partnership card. Soulmates come in many forms. So maybe once you leave all of these distractions and leave all this behind, you find your tribe, you find your soulmates, whatever it is for you. You have this wonderful new opportunity. You get the keys to your castle. Okay, Gemini, look at you. All right. Let's take a look at the Moonology deck. Let's see. Being invited to work with the moon here, huh? Okay. Gemini. Gemini, your full moon is coming up. It'll be in Sagittarius season because Sag is your opposite sign. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Oh, lovely. Okay. And your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. So Cancer and Capricorn are opposite signs. And these are both new moons. So look back at the new moon that happened during Cancer season, probably late June into early July. Google will be your friend on that one. I don't remember the exact date. But remembering that you're safe, no matter what's going on, no matter the storm, you and your loved ones are safe. Sun energy. Your hard work is paying off. So this focus, cultivation, moving forward energy, choosing to see the good no matter what. There's a lesson and a blessing here. Maybe even a blessing in the lesson. It's paying off. So between now and the new moon in Capricorn, you have an opportunity to do this. Really beautiful. That new moon in Capricorn will happen like late December, early January. So right around the time of the new year. So setting your intentions, continuing to do this work, to do the things. That's beautiful. Really beautiful. Okay. From the Divine Energy Oracle. So continuing to let go of the things that are holding you back, of old mindsets, old narratives. Claim your art. Ooh, okay. So maybe you're a really good, oh, I just heard the art of negotiation. Okay. If you're a creative, maybe expressing yourself through your creativity, coming up with a creative solution to these perceived problems, whatever it might be for you. Strengthen your gifts. Yeah. So there are some of you who are very artsy, very artsy. Go for your dreams at the bottom. So, maybe that's a message for some of you. That's a very specific message for some of you. Maybe, you don't have to be an artist in traditional ways. But whatever it is, whatever is your creative gift, maybe you have a gift for words or the gift of gab. So, and you are very chatty, Gemini. So maybe you're doing some sort of negotiating on behalf of someone else, maybe being a mediator in some way. Maybe you're expressing yourself through art or through spoken or written word, maybe poems. That could be for some of you. Journaling, for sure. Maybe you're really crafty and you're good at making crafts. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to pull from the Spellcasting Oracle because it feels like there's an element of manifesting. Okay. Forgiveness. It's always a good idea. And forgiveness starts with the self. Courage, more Leo energy here. Maybe you're dealing with a Leo. But the courage, having the courage to step up and speak your truth. And move on it. And justice, that's Libra energy there too. We just came out of Libra season a few weeks ago. So the justice, everything's working out in your favor. It's very balanced. Decisions are made in your favor. More mediator energy here. Maybe you're embodying that. Okay, Gemini. All right. So, like, jumping timelines here. That's really interesting. So, getting out of the chaos and conflict and into the sun energy. Wow. Because you're leaving it all behind. You're letting it go. Reclaiming your power. Wow, Gemini. Awesome. Awesome reading. Good stuff going on here over the next few weeks. So take what resonates, as always. If you want your own personal reading, my info is below. But have a safe, happy. It looks really good for the second half of November. So hang in there, Gemini. Big stuff coming in. Take care.